The fight against Alzheimer's disease is one that 5.7 million Americans are faced with. Reporter Jimmie Jackson looks at how people affected and advocates in Arizona join the Alzheimer's Association and its annual walk to spread awareness to find a cure.
She went to the grocery store and we got a call from a farmer who lived outside of town about 20 miles saying he had found my mother and she was not able to get home. So we knew right away something was going on.
Chuck Hill attended the walk in support of his mother, who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 2000. He says after being personally touched by this disease, this is a cause that he will support as much as he can. Hill, as well as others, carried a purple flower, which represented people who lost loved ones to the disease.
Well, everybody has a different reason why they walk, and the flower ceremony is a powerful way to demonstrate people's different reasons for being here.
Yellow flowers represented those who are caregivers for people with Alzheimer's. According to the Alzheimer's Association, compared with caregivers of people without dementia, twice as many caregivers of those with dementia indicate substantial emotional, financial, and physical difficulties.
She lived with my dad, and they lived in an independent living apartment for probably the first 8 years of the disease. Within the last few years, we had to put her into a memory care unit because she began to wander, and we couldn't keep up with her.
The goal is to raise $675,000, which will go towards care and support for the over 140,000 people over the age of 65 in Arizona with Alzheimer's.
We also do support groups, educations, things like that, and then in addition, a percent also goes to research. And there's some incredible research being done right here in Arizona.
In the absence of cures and treatments, Alzheimer's has a 100% mortality rate. Hill said early on his family exhausted themselves trying to correct his mother's memory, and his advice for others currently caring for a loved one with the disease is to not spend all their time fighting its progression.
You know, once we stopped fighting the progression of disease and just sort of learned to live with it, frankly, our home was much happier. And again, because we just sort of adapted as we went along.
The walk marks the beginning of Alzheimer's Awareness Month, which is the month of November. In Phoenix, Jimmie Jackson, Cronkite News.